Okay, now children, we come to proportional parts. Same ratio and proportion chapter. Now what are proportional parts? We'll be doing two examples which will make it more clear. Example number 1. Suppose we have money which we have to divide in 3 parts. And first part, second part, third part. And the ratio of the 3 parts is 3:4:5. And we have to find that what value will be there in each part. So what we do is to find the value of first part, the ratio of first part, that is 3. Now we find the sum of the ratios, 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is equal to 12. So to find the first part, ratio of first part upon total of the ratios multiplied with the money we want to divide, 360. On reducing, we get 90 rupees. So first part is rupees 90. Similarly, second part, the ratio of second part, 4. Total of the ratios, 12, multiplied with the money we want to divide. On reducing again, it's equal to 120 rupees. Third part, ratio of third part upon total of the ratios multiplied with the money we want to divide, and it will be equal to 150 rupees. So whenever we have to divide the money or anything into different parts, this is one way of doing it. The other way is by taking the ratios as x, like 3x, 4x, 5x, adding them equals to 360, you will get the value of x. And for the first part, 3x, 3 into the value of x. Second part, 4x, 4 into the value of x. And third part, 5x, 5 into the value of x. Second example. Now the money we want to divide is rupees 3,577. We have to divide it in 3 parts. And first part ratio is 1:4. Second part ratio is 2:2. And third part ratio is 2:3. Now how this example is different from the upper one, the ratio was given in a whole number, or it was given as a whole number, and here the ratio is a fractional number. So when it is given in a fractional form, the first thing we do is we try to change it to the whole number. How do we do that? Changing the mixed fractions to improper, finding out the LCM of the denominators 4, 2 and 3, that's 12. Multiplying each fraction with the LCM, each fraction with the LCM, each fraction with the LCM. 4, 1, 4, 3, 5, 3, 15, 2, 1, 2, 6, 5, 6, 30, 3, 1, 3, 4, 7, 4, 28. And now you can see the ratios have been converted into a whole number. The sum of the ratio is 73, 15 plus 30 plus 28, 73. And the rest will continue in the same way. First part, ratio of first part upon total of the ratios multiplied with the money we want to divide, 73:1, 73:49, rupees 735 is the first part. Second part, ratio of second part, total of the ratios, money we want to divide, that answer is rupees 1470. Third part, 28, that's the ratio of third part upon total of the ratios multiplied with the money we want to divide, and it's 1372. Now this will make the questions easier to solve. Okay, children, we've already done questions up till 8th. Now we'll see from question number 9 to question number 22. Now the questions that you have to do yourself, I've given 2 examples just now. Example 1 where the ratio was a whole number, and example 2 where the ratio was a fractional number. 9th is your homework, it's like example number 1. 10th is your homework, like example number 2. Number 15 is your homework, which is like example number 1. 19th is your homework, which is like example number 2. 20th is your homework, which is like your example number 1. 21 is your homework, which is like your example number 1. Now let's do the remaining questions. Question number 11, you have to divide money 4160. There are 3 people, A, B and C. 2 times A equals to 3 times B equals to 4 times C. Money to be divided, rupees 4160. A, B and C, such that twice A is equal to thrice B is equal to 4 times C. So let twice A, which is equal to 3 times B, which is equal to 4 times C, be X, which means here each will be equal to X. Therefore, 2 times A is equal to X, A is equal to X upon 2. 3 times B is equal to X, B is equal to X upon 3. 4 times C is equal to X, C is equal to X upon 4. So now the ratio between A, B and C is X by 2, ratio X by 3, ratio X by 4. Now you can see the ratios are fractional numbers. We'll be finding LCM 2, 3, 4. The LCM is 12. Multiplying each fraction with the LCM, we get 6x, 4x, 3x. Cutting x, x and x, we are left with 6, ratio 4, ratio 3, which is a whole number. Sum of the ratio is equal to 13. Now A gets the ratio of A, which is 6 upon 13, into the money that we want to divide 4160, and the final answer is rupees 1920. B gets the ratio of B, total of the ratios multiplied with the money we want to divide. B gets rupees 1280. C gets the ratio of C, total of the ratios into the money we want to divide, which is rupees 960. Now moving on to question number 12. Three numbers A, B and C are in the ratio 2, ratio 3, ratio 5. That's A, this is B, this is C. B is equal to 4.20. Find A and C. Now this is the exact value of B. So now let's see the solution. A ratio B ratio C 2, 3, 5. The value of B is 4.20. So let A, B, C be equal to 2x, 3x, 5x. Now this is the value of B. This is 3x, which is in actual terms the value is 4.20. So we can say that 3x is equal to 4.20. Keeping x here, dividing 4.20 by 3, the value of x is 1.40. Now in order to find the values of A and C, A is 2x and C is 5x. 2x means 2 multiplied by the x value, 2.80, and C means 5x, which is 5 into the value of x, which is 7.00, or we can say as 7. Okay. Question 13. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 3, 7 and 8. You have to find all the angles. Ratio of angles of a triangle is equal to 3, ratio 7, ratio 8. We all know that sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So angle 1 will be the ratio of angle 1 upon total of the ratios multiplied with the sum of the three angles, which is 30 degrees. Angle 2 will be ratio of angle 2, sum of the ratios multiplied with the sum of the angles, 70 degrees. Angle 3 will be the ratio of angle C3 upon total of the ratios multiplied with the sum of the angles, which is equal to 80 degrees. The second way is we can take the angles as 3x, 7x, 8x. So adding all the three angles, the sum is 180 degrees. 18x, 180, x is 180 by 18. The value of x is 10. So angle 1, 3x, 3 into 10, 30 degrees. Angle 2, 7x, 7 to 10, 70 degrees. And angle 3, 8x, 8 into 10, 80 degrees. Okay, now question number 14. A ratio B 2, ratio 3, B ratio C 4, ratio 5. You have to find the ratio between A, B and C. Now here you can see the ratio is given of A and B, and this is the ratio of B and C. So we can see the value of B is given in first part as well as the second part. And then we have the money that we want to divide among three people, A, B and C, and in the proportion that we get in the first part. Let's check the solution now. Solution number 14. A ratio B 2 ratio 3 and B ratio C 4 ratio 5. We have to first part A, B and C ratio. So A ratio B, now we all know that ratio means to divide, so we can write it as A upon B. Let's multiply it with B ratio C, so we can write it as B upon C, which is equal to 2 ratio 3 can be written as 2 by 3 multiplied by 4 ratio 5 can be written as 4 by 5. Now B and B gets cancelled. So in the numerator we have A, in the denominator we have C. 2, 4 gives you 8 and 3, 5 gives you 15. So A upon C is 8 by 15, or we can say A ratio C is 8 ratio 15. So now in order to find the ratio of B, the two values of B, you can see one value of B is 3 and the second value of B is 4. Let's multiply 3 and 4 and we get 12. So A ratio B ratio C, 8 which is the ratio of A, 15 which is the ratio of C, and 12 which is the ratio of B. Now for the next part, we have to divide the money rupees 2625 among A, B and C in the ratio 8, 12 and 15. So A will get the ratio of A upon total of the ratios multiplied with the money we want to divide. Let's cut here directly. 35 1, 35 75, 8 into 75 rupees 600. B gets the ratio of B, total of the ratios multiplied with the money we want to divide. Again 35 1, 35 75, 12 into 75 is rupees 900, and C gets 15 upon 35 into 2675, which is equal to 1125. Now let's see the next question. Next question is question number 16. 60 is to be divided to A, B and C, or among A, B and C. A receives twice as B, B receives thrice as C. Find what C receives. Now the money to be divided, rupees 60. A gets twice as B, that means 2 times B. B gets thrice as C, that means 3C. What C gets? It's a question mark. So let the money C gets is X. Now B is getting 3 times C, that's 3X. A is getting 2 times B and the value of B is 3X. So 2 into 3X, which is equal to 6X. So A ratio B ratio C, 6X ratio 3X ratio X, cut X, X, X. We're left with 6 ratio 3 ratio 1. Now as they have asked only what C gets, so C gets, the ratio of C is 1. Total of the ratios, which is 10. The money we want to divide is 60. On cutting we get rupees 6. Now if you want to find A and B, you can find, but it is not asked, so it's optional. It's your wish. If you want to find the values of A and B, you can find. Otherwise only you have to find what C gets. Moving on to question number 17. Sides of triangles are in the ratio 3, 5 and 7. Perimeter is 60 centimeters. Find all the sides. Ratio of the sides given, that means this is side 1, side 2 and side 3. Perimeter 60 centimeter. We all know perimeter means sum of all the sides. So side 1 will be the ratio of side 1, total of the ratios multiplied with the perimeter, 12 centimeter. Side 2 will be the ratio of side 2, total of the ratios multiplied with the perimeter, that's 20 centimeters. Side 3 will be ratio of side 3, total of the ratios and multiplied with the perimeter, which is equal to 28 centimeters. Now question number 18 is slightly tricky. A purse contains rupees 10, rupees 5 and rupee 2 coins. That means these are the denominations, or these are the forms in which we have the coins, and the ratio of the coins is number of ratio of the coins 2 ratio 5 ratio 7. Total value of all the coins, like when you add up all the values of all the coins, it's rupees 236. You have to find the number of each type of coin. Let's see the solution. Now denomination of coins is like the coins are in the form of rupee 10, rupee 5 and rupee 2. The ratio of number of coins of 10, 5 and 2 is 2 ratio 5 ratio 7. Let the number of coins of 10, 5 and 2. Now it's 2, let it be 2x. It's 5, let it be 5x. It's 7, let it be 7x, which means rupee 10 is 2x, rupee 5 is 5x and rupee 2 is 7x. So value of 10 rupee coin is 10, 2x, that's 20x. Rupee 5 coin value is 5, 5x, 25x. Value of rupee 2 coin is 2, 7x, which is 14x. Total value of all the coin is rupees 236. Now adding these values, 20x, 25x, 14x is equal to 236. Adding all we get 59x, which is equal to 236. X equal to 236 upon 59. On cutting, the value of x is equal to 4. Number of coins of rupee 10, which was 2x. This is rupee 10 was 2x, rupee 5 was 5x and rupee 2 was 7x. Putting the value of x, number of 10 rupee coins 8, number of 5 rupee coins 20 and number of 2 rupee coins 28. And now for the last question. The cost of making an article is divided. Now if you want to make an article, you are dividing the cost in material, spending for material, spending on labor and spending on wastage, and the ratio is 1 by 2 ratio 2 ratio 1 by 2. If the material cost 11.25 rupees, find the cost of the article. Now for cost of article means adding up the cost of material, labor and wastage, and cost of material is given to us. Let's check the solution. Solution number 22. Cost of making an article is divided in 3 parts: material, labor and wastage. So the ratio between material, labor and wastage is 1 by 2 ratio 2 ratio 1 by 2. It's in fractional form, so we'll be finding out the LCM, multiplying each ratio with the LCM, and as a whole number it's 3, 4 and 1. Cost of material is given to us as 11.25. Let the cost of material, labor and wastage 3, 3x, 4, 4x, 1, 1x, or we can, in place of 1x, we can also write it as x. Now 3x and 11.2 are same because this is the value of cost of material and this is the actual cost of material. So we can say 3x is equal to 11.25. x is 11.25 upon 3. The value of x is 3.75. Now let's find the cost of labor. Cost of labor is 4x. 4 into the value of x, rupees 15.00 or rupees 15. Cost of wastage is x, which is rupees 3.75. And as per the question, cost of article is cost of material plus cost of labor plus cost of wastage. Adding all the three costs, 11.25, 15 and 3.75, it's equal to rupees 30. So with this we finish ratio and proportion. Do solve the questions that are given to you in a separate copy. Thank you.